Hello, and welcome back to another video. Today I am in Lisbon, Portugal, for a ride on Portugal's premier train service, the high-speed Alfa Pendular over to Porto. I will be travelling in the recently refurbished first class for this journey, a new experience for me. So, let's go! Welcome to Santa Apolónia station, the main centrally located station in Portugal's capital city and the oldest rail terminus in the country, dating back to 1865. Taking the main station entrance leads you to the ticket hall, and beyond this you can find the platforms themselves. Now, this station is beautiful, though I do think it looks a little tired and could do with a bit of an overhaul. As for facilities, a small and thus very cramped supermarket can be found in the station, perfect for getting snacks before your trip. You can also find a small bakery located here in the main hall. For onward transport, you can find the metro departing beneath the station building, as the terminus of Lisbon's Blue Line. My train today is the 0800 to Porto-Campanhã, running as train number AP121. This service departs from track 1, found at the far end of the station, so be sure to leave enough time to reach it. Here's my ride for today's journey. This is a CP4000 series Alfa Pendular, a high-speed tilting train with 6 carriages, capable of 220 km an hour. The train is operated by the national operator, Comboios de Portugal, whose logo is cleverly displayed on the train's smart silver livery. The fleet composes of 10 units, built in 2000, with a refurbishment project taking place in 2017, leading to the current interior. My seat today will be Coach 1, Seat 45. This is a forward-facing window seat in Conforto, which is what Comboios de Portugal call their first-class carriages. At the time of travelling, Comboios de Portugal were only selling some seats, meaning I got both of these seats to myself for this trip. Today's route will take us from Portugal's capital city, just a few metres from the River Tagus estuary. We'll travel north, following the Tagus as far as Entroncamento, before cutting across to the west coast, running alongside the Atlantic Ocean, before finally crossing the River Douro into Porto-Campanhã. Departure from Lisbon is on time at 0800. Right after departure, we can see a few older carriages parked up in the sidings. I always thought that these looked really American, but what do you think? Let me know in the comments. The first few minutes of the journey are spent weaving through the buildings of Portugal's historic capital, as well as speeding through the local commuter stations of the city. After 8 minutes, we arrive at the first station, Lisboa-Oriente, or Lisbon East. It serves as the terminus for trains between Lisbon and Faro, which don't run through to Santa Apolónia, as well as seeing various urban trains. The station style may look familiar, being designed by the Spanish architect Santiago Calatrava, who also designed stations in Lyon in France, Liège in Belgium, and Reggio Emilia in Italy. After a brief stop to pick up passengers, we're once again on the move. Anyway, it's time to have a look at what Portugal's premier train has to offer here in first class. To start, here's something that the keen-eyed viewers may have already noticed. The windows are fitted with motorised window blinds, a small touch, but one that feels really posh. This is well in tune with the rest of the train's smart interior, which has a real bespoke feel to it. As for the seats, well, they're pretty much a massive black leather armchair. Of course, the comfort lives up to the seat's good looks too, thanks to its good padding. There's even a nicely winged headrest for extra support. The Alfa Pendular is well equipped for either leisure or business travel, with a number of facilities catering for both. There's a large seat-back table, perfect for fitting a laptop on, as some of my fellow passengers were already doing. Each seat also gets a standard European plug socket. And the entire train is Wi-Fi enabled. Tied with the overall ambience, I think the Alfa Pendular is a great train to work on. The only thing I would mention is a lack of at-seat service, but I'll give more details on the catering later on. Half an hour later, we're arriving into our next station, Santarém. I simply adore the look of this station. The architecture style is really quaint. Whilst this design is fairly typical around Portugal's railways, this station stood out to me as one of the nicer examples, with its good condition and well-kept foliage. Not all trains stop at the station though, with some Alfa Pendular services operating even faster than my own. We're soon back up to speed and now zooming along winding track, our top speed of course enhanced by the train's tilting system. It's almost hypnotic watching the train roll into these curves, gracefully tilting to enhance onboard comfort. A few stations later, we arrive into Entroncamento. This is a place with a lot of history on the railways, with much of its development stemming from its status as a major railway junction. That is, in fact, what the place's name actually means. It literally translates to junction. Anyway, let's get back to the train's interior. The seats are all equipped with a pair of chunky adjustable armrests. On the armrests, you can find an in-seat audio system. Though, unfortunately, I had no earphones on me to try it out. You can also find the button for the seat's recline, which is great for relaxing in. The seat in front has a fairly large storage net, ideal for smaller items. Above this is a little coat hook button, with even more coat hooks found between the windows. A reading light can also be found above your head, perfect for when they switched the interior lights off, which was actually for most of my journey. Moving on to legroom, it's generous. There's certainly plenty of room to sit back and stretch out on a long journey, with an adjustable footrest adding further to the comfort. Finally, a small bin is located between the seats in front. I love this feature as it helps keep the train clean and tidy. Next up is Coimbra B, possibly one of the less interesting names for a station, with its centrally located counterpart being Coimbra A. Coimbra is actually Portugal's fourth largest city and is situated in the middle of the country, roughly halfway between Lisbon and Porto. Now, let's have a little look around the rest of the train. At the end of the carriage, you can find these luggage stacks. These have a rather cool feature, with a small deposit allowing you to lock your luggage, giving you extra peace of mind when travelling further down the carriage. Next door to this is where you can find the rather groovy toilets. Aside from the funky blue lighting, everything is exactly as you would hope, all in working order and clean. As promised, let's look at the catering. We're now in the bistro bar area, found in coach number 3. The menu is fairly expansive and actually reasonably priced, though no full meals are provided. Do be warned though, only cash payments were possible. Let me know in the comments if this is always the case. I purchased the sweet combo, consisting of this fairly nice cake and a drink for €2.50. By the way, hot chocolate is not available, however you can buy cold chocolate milk and have it heated up instead. Next up is Aveiro, a city which is also known as the Venice of Portugal, thanks to its beautiful canals. The station also serves as one of the start points of the nearly abandoned Vuga line, a narrow gauge railway in a very poor state of repair. I've got a video on this rickety railway coming up soon, so subscribe to see it when it comes out. After running through the countryside for a bit longer, we dive into Espinho station, a newer construction that is situated beneath the site of the old station here. From then, we skirt the Atlantic Ocean for the remainder of the trip into Porto. So for this trip I paid €33.50. This is for a flexible first class single, including a youth discount of 25%. For the 209-mile trip, that gives a price per mile of about 14p. All things considered, this is a fantastic price and represents great value for money. Overall, I was really impressed with the CP Alfa Pendular. The onboard ambience is super relaxed and smart, with the comfort living up to the visual flair. It's a very convenient way between Portugal's two biggest cities, offering speed and great value for money. A fantastic service, and one that I highly recommend. We're now crossing the Ponte de São João across the River Douro. Opening in 1991, it replaced the 1877 Gustave Eiffel designed Ponte Maria Pia, visible out the window as we cross the river. And with that, the 3-hour journey from Lisbon comes to a spectacular close, as the train arrives into Porto-Campanhã a few minutes late at 11:08. So, what do you think of the CP Alfa Pendular? While I'm leaving the train is a perfect opportunity to leave a comment below telling me if you think it's worthy of its position as Portugal's premier train service. Thanks for watching my video on this train. If you enjoyed, then please give the video a like, as it really helps out, and for more content like this, then subscribe to the channel to get notified whenever I upload. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I look forward to seeing you again on my next journey.